He was shot down 7 times. 7 times he should have died. 7 times he walked away. They called him lucky. They called him bulletproof. They called him the Ghost. His real name was James Howard Jabara, and he was the first American jet ace. But before the jets, before the glory, there was World War II, and that's where the legend began. June 1944. Jabara is flying a P-51 Mustang over France. His first mission. He's 20 years old, fresh out of flight school, barely knows how to work the radio. 10 minutes into enemy territory, 3 Messerschmitts jump him from above. He doesn't even see them coming. The first burst tears through his left wing. The second shatters his canopy. Glass explodes into his face. He's bleeding, he's spinning. He's falling. At 4,000 feet, he regains control. Somehow, he flies that crippled Mustang back to England on one wing and fumes. When he climbs out, the crew chief counts 47 bullet holes. Jabara looks at the plane, looks at the chief, and says, "When can I go back up?" 2 weeks later, he's back in the air. This time, over Germany. A German Focke-Wulf gets on his tail and doesn't let go. Jabara dives, climbs, rolls, but the German is better. The bullets start hitting. Engine takes a round. Oil sprays across the windshield. He can't see. He can't breathe. The engine is dying. He's over enemy territory. No parachute will save him here. So he doesn't bail out. He flies that dead engine for 80 miles, gliding, praying, sweating blood, until he crosses into Allied lines and crash lands in a field. The plane cartwheels 3 times and stops upside down. Jabara crawls out, dusts himself off, and hitches a ride back to base. 3 days later, he's flying again. By the end of the war, Jabara had been shot down 7 times. 7 times he survived. Ditched in the ocean twice, crash-landed 4 times. Bailed out once over Germany and evaded capture for 3 days before reaching Allied lines. His squadron mates started making bets on whether he could actually die. He couldn't. Or at least, he refused to. When the war ended, Jabara didn't stop flying. He went to Korea, flew F-86 Sabres against Soviet-made MiGs. Became the first American jet ace in history with 15 confirmed kills. The North Koreans put a bounty on his head. He shot down 2 more MiGs the next day. In 1966, at age 42, he volunteered for Vietnam. They told him he was too old. He went anyway. Flew over 100 missions, came home without a scratch. James Howard Jabara died in 1966, not in combat, not in a plane, in a car accident in Florida. He was 42 years old. At his funeral, a fellow pilot said, "God tried to kill Jabara 7 times and couldn't do it. I guess he decided to try something else." Jabara's final resting place is at Arlington National Cemetery. On his headstone, beneath his name, it says, "He cheated death 7 times." Death finally cheated back. But here's the thing. Jabara didn't survive because he was lucky. He survived because he refused to quit. 7 times he could have given up. 7 times he chose to fight. That's not luck. That's will. That's the story of the pilot who wouldn't die. Because sometimes survival isn't about chance. It's about choice. That's the story they never taught you in school. If you want more untold stories of World War II's bravest pilots, subscribe now. New mission drops every week. Which hero should we honor next? Tell me in the comments. Fly safe.